just, and now they're coming to doors asking if they can have your guns or what you got. I mean, this is just Twilight Zone, Raymond.
Well, this is, I'd say, there was the destruction of our people and our country. And
did you see this Statesman article where the Bilderberg CFR member Bobbitt says everything must go is the headline, We the People, it's a Constitution ripped in half with a burned edge, how to fight terrorism. And then they say in here, yeah, get rid of freedom. We got to it says get rid of the Constitution, get rid of national sovereignty. That's the way to help America.
Also, the drug
must go. Everything must go. And then they show the
we could, the government has denatured alcohol to keep people from using liquor that has not been taxed and controlled by them for many years. And I'd like, Alex probably doesn't want me to bring it up, so I'll wait. But there's a program. We could have all of the drugs denatured to where people would not use them without authorization, or where we had some sort of a program. And it would be very easy to do, and it would probably be easy to do, conducted by the people who didn't like our military and our drug lords, our gangsters in their country running their agricultural program.
No, I don't even know. I'm ignorant. I don't know how you go and block coca unless you create a bioweapon that goes after coca plants.
Well, I'll talk to you off air about it, but it'd be very easy to do. You would not have to employ Demolition Incorporated and half the CIA and the Mossad and truckloads of thermite and explosives to do something. It could literally be done in a cave in Afghanistan or out in the Amazon jungle quite easily.
Well, tell me whatever this is later. But here we have the Statesman, everything must go. And then they show the Bill of Rights being cut in half, and it says it's how you fight terrorism. You get rid of freedom. See, the Constitution is in the way of your freedom in this image. Just that wicked, that wicked Constitution is in the way of fighting terrorism. But by hacking the Constitution in half, now they can fight terrorism. And the headline is, everything must go. Got to get rid of that we the people. I mean, they're so out in the open, and then they say they're patriots, Raymond.
Okay, let me tell you some more about the space program that you don't know about. I worked at a Ford plant in Lorain, Ohio, while I was going through college. I worked my way through there. Anyway, coming back from a date at 2 o'clock in the morning on a clear, crisp, I think it was July or early August night, in what was probably 1964.
This is before the military, before now, so before you're an engineer.
Yeah, right, before all of this, before I graduated from school. We lived kind of out in a rural area, but it was only about 250 yards from my parents' house to the Ohio Turnpike, which was a paid Interstate 35 is what it amounted, toll road. And I looked over about 100 yards away from me, and there was an object about 6 feet in diameter. It was only about treetop high, and it was roaming around, and it kind of followed a zigzag course, but generally it went over the trees, observing the Ohio Turnpike. And I watched it as long as I could. I watched it out of sight.
Well, now they on TV have drones that look just like that.
Anyhow, I thought about reporting it, but I didn't. And I thought about shooting it down, but I didn't do that either because I'd had to wake the whole household up, grab my only centerfire rifle, a .303 British Enfield at the time, and grab the ammunition, get somebody to drive me up to fire on it. And it would have been too late. I couldn't arrange that fast enough, one. And two, anyway, the next day, it was reported as having been all over northern Ohio, including going through the turnstiles at on the toll road booth. And then comes along.
Stay there. They were testing some type of surveillance platform. We'll be right back.
All right, Dad, let me get this straight. On Civil Liberties takes place in the future, right? Like Star Wars?
Yeah, that's right. Slightly in the future.
Wait a second. I thought Star Wars took place a long, long time ago.
All right, Einstein. But it is kind of like Star Wars anyway. Just like Star Wars, there's an evil empire, and some people have started an armed rebellion to fight the evil empire.
Okay, so don't tell me. The government's the bad guys again?
Yep, that's right.
Oh, so your character's like Luke Skywalker.
Not exactly.
I know. You're Chewbacca.
Not really. But my character does help the rebellion to stop the government's evil tracking system, which is happening now in the real world, just like in Uncivil Liberties.
Wait a second, they can't track us. It's a free country.
Exactly.
Uncivil Liberties. Go to uncivilliberties.com or mail 1395.
John, stand by to call Andres Fambulo right now. I want the full hour with him. Go ahead and get him on, okay?
12203. Purchase a copy.
Like, call him at about 3, okay?
Okay.
Final segment with Raymond Teauge, electrical engineer, worked in NASA, Air Force. Raymond, it's clear we're going to have you back in for a full hour again, and I really appreciate you coming in and spending time. Huge revelation that from somebody who worked not just in NASA on mission control with the Apollo program, but somebody who worked with the film, with the color film, then with the digital cameras, in shuttle experiments where the radiation was frying it, much less the Van Allen radiation belt. And that's what people have always pointed out, but you still believe they went to the moon. You just say it's a major mystery. And so, well, again, not conspiracy theories here. We just cover the facts. But getting back to this then being reported in Ohio, this little 6-foot-around disc flying around, now the government admits they have those and have had them for decades.
Anyway, this object changed brightness from very, very bright red to a very, very dull orange. Now, I've run experiments myself where you take a lamp filament, bias it just barely on, and then you can put an audio wave on it and be able to pick it up with a detector and understand the audio at audio frequencies. However, what I was saying, this gadget was reported all over, but when we got the motion picture came out, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, they showed almost a perfect representation of this gadget flying around that I saw.
Now, we've talked privately. You believe that's government programs, correct?
I don't know what to think about it. It's obviously a robot from somebody. I don't know whether it's from here or originates with another culture. I believe that from the Philadelphia experiment, there are other time frames, parallel, you might say, universes are times that can be transferred. And
Einstein's equations and others show that, that those dimensions exist.
At any rate, I have seen other UFOs, unidentified flying objects. I've never seen any of the reported really huge ones.
Like we've been seeing up in Dallas.
Like has been seen up in Dallas, yes. But, and Denton. But at any rate, somebody is flying something out there that is not publicly known.
Yeah, no kidding. Who knows what's really going on? Well, very interesting with your work on the Apollo program. And next time we get you back, Raymond, maybe we can get a little bit more into some of the other areas. I know you've been nervous today, but you've covered quite a bit. And Raymond Teauge, good friend of mine, thank you for coming in.
Quite welcome.
Raymond, again, let's set you up the next month or so to come back in for an hour.
Okay.
And then maybe 2 hours, maybe take phone calls.
I need to talk to you about what I was talking about, the nature of the
Well, you know what? Call me tonight because I got Andres Fambulo coming up right after this break.
Okay.
So, we'll talk soon, Raymond. Thank you, my friend. You bet. Yeah, and your stuff's all over the place in here. Let's make sure we don't lose any of this. Raymond, thank you for coming in. There goes Raymond Teauge, ladies and gentlemen, and I am Alex Jones, your host. We're going to get Andres Fambulo on from Germany, coming in hot on the next segment after we end this hour. Don't forget PrisonPlanet.tv. If you want the document cam and you want the multicam, and we've got DVD feeds, we've got 2-camera shooting here. PrisonPlanet.tv members don't just get all my films, my book, Paul Watson's book, my weekly TV reports, videotape of the Sunday show, special guests, expanded extras like Endgame 1.5. You also, ladies and gentlemen, get to see random, live hours during the show with in-studio guests, and then always that 4th hour of Overdrive. That 4th hour coming up today, there'll be video of that as well, the documents, news articles, and other things that I'll be playing and covering and showing you. PrisonPlanet.tv, 15 cents a day. Get a membership. A PrisonPlanet.tv membership for $5.95 a month, or get a year membership and you can get 3 months free at prisonplanet.tv. And don't forget the new film, American Drug War. It is out, ladies and gentlemen, and it exposes who's really bringing in the narcotics. And, of course, we know who the enemy is. We've met them, and it's our government. That's the motto of the film.